Hello guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Victory. So to all our new subscribers, our returning subscribers, and those who are going to subscribe after seeing this video, I love you. Thank you all for being here. So on today's episode, I actually want to talk about my process, how I got my family reunion visa, the process, my own process, because I've been hearing different processes here. My process will shock you. Just stay tuned, watch this video to the end. So the first mistake we made was going to German class first. I actually started A1 classes. My husband said, cool, start A1 classes. That's what they do. You have to start A1 classes. That's after you have to pass your A1. After passing your A1 before you book for an appointment. That's how will you book for an appointment when you don't know how to speak the language. When you pass your A1, you will book for an appointment and immediately they will give you your visa. That was how he said it. It was something so simple. And then I started A1. When I started A1, my teachers, the students, everybody were like, no, this is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to book an appointment first. If you're doing this journey, you'll hear a lot of things, a lot of information. This one will tell you this one, this one will tell you this one. But then what I did was I did my own research and I told my husband, this one you're talking about was how they were doing it before, not how they are doing it now again. The system keeps upgrading and changing. Everything keeps changing. Mainly after the pandemic, a lot changed. Yeah. So after convincing him, it was very difficult, you know, man. When once they tell you that this is how it is, then you have to follow their method. So after telling him that this is how it is right now, that the system is upgraded, everything is changed since the pandemic, then he listened to me, and then I started running up and down to see if I can actually book for an appointment. And then I found out that I cannot book an appointment without my international passport, and I don't have an international passport, my people. I don't have an international passport, so that was another big problem. And then what I did was to now book. I now went to the immigration office and paid for a passport. I told them I needed a passport, an international passport. And this was, I don't know, at that period, they said there's no booklet. They said there was no booklet in the whole world. There's no booklet in the whole Nigeria. Even outside Nigeria, there wasn't booklet. When I went to, if you go to the immigration there, you see a lot of queue. So I waited, I started begging, I cried, I told them that I have an exam to write, that without this thing, I wasn't going to be able to write my exam. I was going to that immigration office every single day. After 1 month and some weeks that they gave me, I was going there every day. Because after the period of time they gave me that the passport was going to be ready, they said I should, you know now, Nigeria, they said make I bring money. I give them money. Still, nothing. So I had to keep going there every single day, under the rain and in the sun. I was going under the rain and in the sun. I was going to immigration back to back, begging and crying. So until they gave me my passport one fateful day, I think that was on a Friday. So when they gave me my passport that day, I was restless. I got home. I kept on checking. If you see the way I was checking internet, how to book an appointment. I booked my appointment myself, but I was awake till midnight, still looking for a way to book my appointment until I stumbled upon the site, or I stumbled on the site, and I booked my appointment, filled in all the details needed, and they sent me a message that my appointment has been booked successfully. So after that, I remember I told you I started going to German classes. I was attending a German class. So I continued my classes. Until then I heard that I'm not supposed to write this exam. That if I should write my A1 exam, my result was going to expire. I don't want my result to expire. So what did I do? So what I did was I waited. I had this friend that had a private tutor, and I was like, okay, let me try the person, because after the whole private tutor they went to write the exam and they passed it. So I want to sit for this exam and pass it once. I don't want to go and write this exam and they'll tell me that I failed and I should go back again. I don't want to go through the stress twice. So I got the details from my friends and I stopped going to the school I was going to, because they don't teach anything there, and I've already gone 2 months plus. So I said no, I wasn't going to continue. I had to stop and started arranging my documents. I arranged all my documents. Every single thing they said was needed, I arranged it, got all my documents ready, make sure that anyone that has any mistakes, I made an affidavit for it. And the one that they said my dad should sign, I gave them to him to sign, and I was waiting for them to write me. Stopped going to the school I was going to. I waited, and few months to my exams, that was when I started with my private school, the one that took my friends, and they all passed. So I had to wait for a while because I don't want the results to expire with me. So I waited for a while, and few months to when embassy wrote me, I went to write my exams. So my private tutor just tutored me online, and then we did a physical class for 1 week. Then I went to write my exams, and I scored an 81 over 100. So I scored an 81 over 100, and on that day I saw a lot of people that said they've written once, twice, 3 times. They said they did their tutoring with Goethe Institute. That was where they were going to, and then wrote the exam, and then they said different people tutored them. Someone said this one tutored this one. So another thing is, get a good tutor, someone that will teach you, letter writing, a lot of things, guide you very well, give you the expo to writing letters. Oh my god, I said during my time I was very good with this Dutch. I was like, if this is how Dutch is, then I'm going to pass my B1 and even C1. I wanted to even start B1 then in Nigeria, but my husband was like, no, I wanted to start A2. He said no, that I should not start, I should leave it when I get here. So that was it. And I already told you I scored an 81. And after that, embassy wrote me, so I went to the embassy. On that day I went very, very early. On the day of my appointment, I went very, very early. I was nervous, and when I got there, they asked me questions. I paid only the visa fee, around 40,000. That was the only money I paid. They did not collect money for verification from me. They only took visa fee from me. So after that, I got home. My friends were telling me that they are supposed to do that. Maybe they forgot. I kept on calling the embassy, that probably they forgot. These people, my BP was, oh my god, my BP was high. I was like, how am I going to do this thing? What if it was a mistake? Am I going to start from the beginning? Because I have friends who have started and they actually denied them their visa. I was scared that they were going to deny me my visa. So on the day of my appointment, they actually found out that there's this document my dad was supposed to sign, but my dad did not sign on it. That's for national population, because my age fall under the age that needs to get national population. There's an age range that you should get affidavits, then there's an age range for national population. So my age fell under the age for national population, and I never knew that in that national population, because if you want to do that national population, you also do affidavits first, then before they change it to national population. Hope I'm saying the right thing, chat. So my dad did not sign. They asked me to take it back, and my dad should sign. So I took it back. My dad signed, and I sent it back to the embassy, and I continued waiting to hear from these people. 3 months passed, nothing. My husband will tell me, keep writing them. 4 months, nothing. By then, friends, families, enemies, villagers, everybody were already laughing. Hey, go marry a man where they are, bro. They will not marry her. The man has a husband there, or this one, the other one. That's actually gossiping. You don't even know what someone is going through. They don't actually know how many years this thing actually takes. They think like getting the visa is like you just walk down and then they'll give you the visa, or I don't know. My best friend, her visa was denied. My best friend's visa was denied. So After that, on December something, I think first week of December 2022, my documents were sent back to me. All my documents. And then a letter was attached to it that there's something my husband is supposed to submit. My husband should submit it and get back to me. We did get back to the embassy within, I think, 1 month. I can't remember vividly, but I'll write it on the screen. Maybe 1 month or so. So I told my husband, we did everything very, very fast and submitted everything to the embassy. People were like, they've given you all your original documents. What are they going to work with? Maybe they've denied you your visa. My BP was up. Oh my God. And so continued waiting until one fateful day. I kept on calling. I would call them, both rude customer care. They would pick the call. They would be so rude. Some people are so nice when they pick up. They will be so nice. They'll talk to you calmly. So I kept on waiting until, before then, I now got pregnant. So when I got pregnant, this was now 2023. My husband doesn't want me to give birth in Nigeria, so he kept on running up and down, going to Landkreis here in Germany. So that's where he kept on going, speaking to, I think, the person that was in charge of my documents. So that was where I got to know that once Nigeria is done with your interview and everything, they send your documents to Germany. And then this is where the final decision is made. This is where they do the conclusions. So Germany is not, Nigeria is not even where, it's not in Nigeria they take the final decision. All they do in Nigeria is probably there's 1 or 2 of your document that doesn't look right, then they will do verification for those documents. So that's what I think, because people will come out and tell you that this is the process, this is how Germany behave, this is how the embassy behave. Nobody actually knows how the embassy behave, because people in charge of there are different people that are in charge of different people's documents. It is not one person that handles people's documents. And if probably Mr. A is in charge of your document and Mr. A goes on leave, then that's your document to be there until Mr. A comes back from his leave. So this is how it is done, the way I feel, because I kept on calling, the way what they were telling me and all. And even when the man that was in charge of my documents here, when he was on leave, my husband went there, they told him that the person in charge of my documents is on leave, that he has to wait, that he's going to resume work in a week time or so. So we had to wait. We kept on waiting until the person came back and he reassured us that okay, everything was going to be fine. And then the next thing, after some time, I waited 2 good years, 2 years on the dot. So after some time, they sent me a message that I should send my travel insurance and everything. I was like, I sent my travel insurance, and in 1 week, my visa was ready. And my visa was ready the next week. I left Nigeria because I was pregnant. I was already 7 months plus gone. So this was how I actually got my visa. I'm going to make another video to talk about how to arrange your documents and all. But if you are trying to apply for a visa, family reunion visa most especially, don't rush to school. The first thing you should do is to book an appointment. So if you don't have a passport and you want to actually do family reunion visa, start now to do it. And if you probably you were denied, don't give up and say, okay, because they've denied me, let me just sit down. You reapply. Then the mistake you have made already, don't make it again. These people would send you back your documents. If they send you back your document, like my friend, her document was sent back to her. She was supposed to get back to the embassy in 4 weeks. But she did not see the email early. And before she could realize that the embassy, or she has a package from the embassy, the time that they give her, that was given to her, has already passed. They even looked for a lawyer to appeal on her behalf. Still nothing was done. So what they had to do was that she has to apply again. And right now I heard that if you, not that I heard, even there's a family friend booked an appointment. It's 1 year. 1 year has passed already. No message yet. 1 year and 3 months now. No message yet. So I actually heard that right now is 1 year. The wait period is now 1 year and 6 months. Some people are saying it is 2 years. But I pray that they shorten the wait, the time for waiting, the waiting time, because it's too much. How would you get married? Your husband will be somewhere, your wife will be somewhere, and you people will stay and be waiting for a visa. It's too much. I pray the embassy will consider Nigerians, reduce the wait time for us, and do their job, like speed up the process, because it's not easy for us. I know it's not easy for them too, because they have a lot of work on their decks. Like when my husband was always going to land cries here, the man will always tell him that he has a lot of work on his decks, this, that. So I'm going to make another video to talk about my experience in Germany. So like I said, 13th of August, we're in August right now, 13th of August 2024 will make it 1 year of being in Germany. I've started my behinds. It's not been easy. Like, I have a lot of things to say. Giving birth in Germany, oh my god, life in Germany, it's not like Nigeria. So I'm going to make another video. I love you all, so see you on my next video. And please don't forget to subscribe to this video. I love you all. Bye.